The Ballon d'Or is football's most prestigious individual award. Since it was first handed out in 1956, 45 different players have claimed the honor. Most of these winners were incredible footballers whose names still command respect in the footballing world today. But a few players won the award and then went on to stink up the pitch so horribly that fans wondered why they ever won it in the first place. Today, we're talking about 5 players who became absolutely garbage after winning the Ballon d'Or. Some of them are legends you'll recognize. Others, maybe not so much. Number 1. Pavel Nedved. At his peak, Pavel Nedved was unstoppable. As a midfielder for Lazio, he scored 51 goals and provided 30 assists, earning a move to Juventus in 2001. With Juve, he dominated Serie A, winning back-to-back titles in 2002 and 2003. After leading Juventus to the 2003 Champions League final, where they narrowly lost to AC Milan, Nedved was awarded the Ballon d'Or, ahead of Thierry Henry and Paolo Maldini. But just 3 years later, he was playing in Italy's second division. To be fair, Nedved's downfall wasn't entirely his fault. Juventus continued their dominance, winning 2 more Serie A titles, before disaster struck. In 2006, Juventus were found guilty of match-fixing. Their 2005 title was revoked. Their 2006 title was awarded to Inter Milan, and the club was relegated to Serie B. Nedved, once among the best in the world, suddenly found himself in a disgraced club playing in the second tier. He could have followed teammates like Fabio Cannavaro and Lilian Thuram out the door, but he stayed loyal and helped Juve return to Serie A in 2007. By then, however, he was 35. He played 2 more solid seasons before retiring in 2009. Number 2. Matthias Sammer. Matthias Sammer was a German footballer who spent most of his career in the Bundesliga, primarily as a defensive midfielder. He played for Dynamo Dresden and Stuttgart before a brief spell at Inter Milan. In 1993, he joined Borussia Dortmund, and the real turning point came when he was moved into defense as a sweeper. From there, Sammer transformed Dortmund into an unstoppable force. His intelligence, positional sense, and ice-cold composure helped the team win back-to-back Bundesliga titles in 1995 and 1996. In December 1996, a 29-year-old Sammer became the first defender to win the Ballon d'Or since Franz Beckenbauer in 1976. A few months later, he capped off another fine season by winning the UEFA Champions League. Everything seemed perfect. At age 30, he was entering his defensive peak. But less than a year after lifting the UEFA Champions Trophy, Sammer retired from professional football. Just 3 games into the following season, he suffered a serious knee injury that ruled him out for the year. Despite multiple recovery attempts, he never regained the level required to compete and reluctantly hung up his boots. Sadly, his career ended far too soon, leaving fans to wonder what more he could have achieved. Number 3. Stanley Matthews. Sir Stanley Matthews was so good at football that he was knighted in 1965 for his contributions to the sport. Born in 1915, Matthews played as a right winger until he was 50 years old. He won the very first Ballon d'Or in 1956 at the age of 41 and remains the oldest player ever to win the award. Matthews was never a prolific scorer. His game was about speed, dribbling, and crossing, the perfect embodiment of the traditional English winger. In the 1955-56 season, he managed 3 goals and 3 assists for Blackpool. The next season, he got 2 goals and 9 assists. But in his final 5 seasons at Blackpool, he failed to score a single goal. That's 5 full seasons with no goals and only 3 assists. In truth, Matthews' decline was just nature taking its course. In his late 40s, he dropped deeper into midfield as his pace faded. Yet his love for the game never dimmed. He went on to play for Stoke City in the second division before finishing his career in Canada. Number 4. Hristo Stoichkov. Bulgarian winger Hristo Stoichkov was part of Barcelona's iconic Dream Team that won 4 consecutive La Liga titles under Johan Cruyff from 1991 to 1993-1994. He was a firestarter, the kind of guy who could score a hat trick and start a fight in the same match. By the end of the 1993-94 season, Stoichkov had guided Bulgaria to the World Cup semi-finals. Those achievements, plus his 24 goals and 14 assists the previous season, helped him win the 1994 Ballon d'Or, ahead of stars like Roberto Baggio and Paolo Maldini. By all indications, Stoichkov should have become just as legendary as the players he beat to the award. But 3 years later, he found himself playing in the Saudi League. This is not the Saudi League you know now, but a Saudi League from the 90s. His downfall began with a decision that nearly ruined his legacy. The summer after winning the Ballon d'Or, Stoichkov left Barcelona for Parma in Italy after falling out with Cruyff. Unfortunately, he managed only 7 goals and 4 assists in 30 appearances. He returned to Barcelona the following season, but the magic was gone. Ronaldo Nazario had become the new star, and new coach Louis van Gaal didn't fancy him. After scoring just 9 more goals in nearly 2 years, Stoichkov returned to Bulgaria to play for his boyhood club, CSKA Sofia, in 1998. And in the later stages of his career, he became something of a journeyman, cashing in with stints in Saudi Arabia, Japan, and the United States. We're left to wonder how much better his career could have been if he hadn't left Barcelona when he did. Number 5. Rodri. Rodri had always been a superb defensive midfielder, capable of controlling the tempo of any game. But starting in 2022, he began adding goals and assists to his game, and became a different kind of monster. Over 3 seasons, he tallied 20 goals and 24 assists. Modest numbers, sure, but exceptional for a defensive midfielder. In the 2023-24 season, he was at his absolute best, helping Manchester City win the Premier League and Club World Cup, while also playing a key role in Spain's Euro 2024 triumph. Although many fans and pundits felt Vinicius Jr. deserved the award, Rodri's brilliance earned him the 2024 Ballon d'Or. Then, tragedy struck. At the start of the 2024-25 season, Rodri tore his ACL. The injury kept him out for months, and he finished the campaign with only 8 appearances. The following season, Manchester City tried to reintegrate him, but Rodri struggled to regain his old form. He also battled ongoing fitness issues and suffered another knee injury in October 2025, raising serious doubts about his future under Pep Guardiola. We can only hope that the player who once dominated every midfield in Europe can overcome his injuries and return to his best. Want to see more football stories like this? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more football deep dives.